Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I'm now joining you with Christopher Maher. And just a little bit about Christopher. I found Christopher at a very challenging place in my life, and been working with him since around, I think it was the beginning of November, and he's really been a guiding light to bring me back to who I am in its most pure state. And he has been doing light work for 15 plus years. He's done over 22,000 sessions, over 50,000 hours with human beings, and he knows what he's doing. You know, he's really grounded in helping the human being transform and transmute the energy that isn't serving them anymore. And so, without any further ado, Christopher Maher is going to be leading us in the Body of Light meditation.
Hello, and for some of us, it's a good morning. Others, it's a good afternoon, and maybe for some of us, it's a good early evening. Happy Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, as most of us have celebrated it here in America, has been a day of opportunity to show those who we care about very deeply and share a very romantic connection with. We get to show them how much we love them by things that we do for them and say to them. And today, Akil and Sigma and myself are going to be teaching you another form of love, which is much more feminine in process. So anyone who's been studying mechanics of energy understands that, the masculine form of love is that love that comes from inside of us and goes out towards another. And the feminine form of love is when we take our love and we turn that love in on ourselves and take it down deep inside into the inner plane. And so that's the love that we're going to focus on today. And I'm really happy to have this opportunity to be able to share this work with you and give you an opportunity to locate what I call the low vibrational fear-based state of conditional love that create separation in relationship to ourselves and in relationship to anything outside of ourselves that we're in disagreement with or upset or anger, frustration, irritability, anything that creates anxiety inside of ourselves. All things that put us in a self-righteous position over ourselves and others, and anything that causes us to step into an intense amount of fear and or anger. And so this is a body of work that started coming to me about 5 years ago. And every so weeks, Spirit would send another person to me to work with. And while I was working with them, I realized that their presence was adding another layer to the work. So this work has been a process of co-creation for my work with thousands and thousands of people over the last 5 years. And I feel blessed to have this opportunity to share and to be of service. And so what's going to happen during the process is Akil, our host, is going to follow some very specific directions that I give him through the spoken word. What I love in the Bible are some things that have really crystallized in my mind from the time that I was a young boy. And one of them was, in the beginning, there was the Word. And the Word was with God. And the Word was God. And I remember when that hit me and I started to realize the power of words. And I realized that I didn't have to use my body as much to dig into people's bodies to start to try to remove these low vibrational frequencies from their system that were causing them to live in a continuous state of either anger, anxiety, fear, or self-righteousness. And I would have men and women who have been through the most horrific experiences that you can imagine, everything from sexual abuse, mental, psychological, verbal, and after a short amount of time, after just doing maybe 1 or 2 sessions of this type of work, they would realize that their nervous system would start to move back into what I call a neutral position of experience, and they were the observer rather than being in reaction to someone else.
Looks like we've lost him. I'm going to bring him right back.
And so they would be in a position, this position with someone outside of themselves. And so by removing these energies from their body, their brain, and their nervous system, just by simply giving basic direction, I and the people that I've been co-creating with have been able to create lifelong healing for beings that have been stressed out and thinking about leaving the planet through their own means, taking their own lives, and so it's such a pleasure for me to have an opportunity to just see so many people over the last 15 years blossom into who they would have been had they not gone through these levels of stress, trauma, toxicity, and this new word, this new term that I've been creating called strama. Stress that we receive as a child from our parents, just a little bit of it every day, that eventually turns into trauma by the time that we're young adults. And so that's what the body of light work is about. It's about locating, using our consciousness through spoken word, and removing the energies that simply aren't us, that are embedded in our nervous system from our initial interactions from mom and dad, and to those who we were entrusted with as authoritative figures, who were simply acting out levels of consciousness that they picked up from the generation of people who were in charge of them, who were their guides, who were their hosts. And by going through this process, it allows us to step into greater states of freedom and authenticity in terms of how we express ourselves in the world and in relationship to others and in relationship to ourselves. And, the more that we can love ourselves, the more that we can truly create the spaciousness for others to be themselves and explore who they are without threat or worry of rejection, of disapproval, of judgment, of criticism, from overly moralizing concerns. And so this is a really beautiful opportunity. So we're going to get started in the process now. And what I think would be really great first is if we just took 3 deep breaths. So we're going to breathe in through the nose, nice and slow, and then exhale through the mouth. Just simply letting go of the stress that we picked up from the day before. And again, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. And one more, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. So I'm going to start by giving a very specific direction to what they would term in Chinese medicine, the governing vessel, or what we would term as Western medicine, the brain. And then Akil, our host, is going to simply follow by saying the same word that I say. And so I'm going to say body, and then Akil is going to say body. Here we go. Body.
Body.
Brain.
Brain.
Nervous system.
Nervous system.
Okay? And so this is how the process is going to go. I'm going to say a word, and then you're going to respond the same way that Akil responded on the same timing that Akil responded. Okay? And that's all we're going to do. And then at the end, I'm going to give you a couple quick reminders and, things to expect and to pay attention to and observe within yourself. So, happy Valentine's Day, and here we go. Body.
Body.
Brain.
Brain.
Nervous system.
Nervous system.
Third eye.
Third eye.
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 Mind.
Mind.
Heart.
Heart.
Soul.
Soul.
Spirit.
Spirit.
Open up a direct line of communication.
Open up a direct line of communication
between all of your metasystems.
Between all of your metasystems.
And locate.
And locate.
All the low vibrational.
All the low vibrational.
Fear-based.
Fear-based.
Conditional states.
Conditional states.
Of separation consciousness.
Of separation consciousness.
And mechanistic structures.
And mechanistic structures.
Strategies.
Strategies.
Intention.
Intention.
Projection.
Projection.
Energies.
Energy.
Entities.
Entities.
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
Consciousness.
Consciousness.
Programs.
Programs.
Implants.
Implants.
Ideas.
Ideas.
And assumptions.
And assumptions.
That have been projected onto.
That have been projected onto.
Into.
Into.
Around.
Around.
Above.
Above.
Behind.
Behind.
And below me.
And below me.
By all others.
By all others.
Since my inception as a soul.
Since my inception as a soul.
And to this point in time.
And to this point in time.
That are in direct alignment with.
That are in direct alignment with.
Low vibrational.
Low vibrational.
Fear-based.
Fear-based.
Conditional.
Conditional.
States of separation consciousness.
States of separation consciousness.
And send all of these energies back.
And send all of these energies back.
To the places from whence they came.
To the places from whence they came.
And to all those who co-created these energies.
And to all those who co-created these energies.
And brought them to the earth plane.
And brought them to the earth plane.
And transmute these energies.
And transmute these energies.
Into oneness love.
Into oneness love.
Into oneness light.
Into oneness light.
Into oneness vibration.
Into oneness vibration.
Into oneness consciousness.
Into oneness consciousness.
Into oneness time.
Into oneness time.
Into oneness space.
Into oneness space.
Into oneness projection.
Into oneness projection.
Into oneness intention.
Into oneness intention.
Into oneness ego.
Into oneness ego.
Into oneness grace.
Into oneness grace.
Into oneness purpose.
Into oneness purpose.
For the benefit of myself.
For the benefit of myself.
My children.
My children.
My children's children.
My children's children.
My family.
My family.
my lineage,
my lineage,
my tribe,
my tribe,
my soul,
my soul,
and my soul's family,
and my soul's family,
and for the benefit of all others,
and for the benefit of all others,
all families,
all families,
all lineages,
all lineages,
all tribes,
all tribes,
all souls,
all souls,
all souls' families,
all souls' families,
and all children,
and all children,
and all children's children,
and all children's children,
as all of these energies
as all of these energies
pass through and into completion through the doorways, gateways, and portals
through the doorways, gateways, and portals,
from whence they came, shut down, close, and lock
shut down, close, and lock
these doorways, gateways, and portals
these doorways, gateways, and portals
forever and ever and ever,
forever and ever and ever,
to all time,
to all times,
to all space,
to all space,
to all dimensions,
to all dimensions,
to all plane,
to all planes,
to all bodies,
to all bodies,
to all systems,
to all systems,
to all cells,
to all cells,
to all strands of DNA,
to all strands of DNA,
to all genetics,
to all genetics,
to all epigenetics,
to all epigenetics,
to all codons,
to all codons,
to all neurons,
to all neurons,
to all timeline matrices,
to all timeline matrices,
to all chambers of the Sacred Heart,
to all chambers of the Sacred Heart,
to all atomic and subatomic particles,
to all atomic and subatomic particles,
to all tones,
to all tones,
to all pulses,
to all pulses,
to all frequencies,
to all frequencies,
to all vibrations,
to all vibrations,
to all light waves,
to all light waves,
to all intelligence,
to all intelligence,
to all intention,
to all intentions,
to all projection,
to all projection,
to all egos,
to all ego,
to all words,
to all words,
to all thought,
to all thoughts,
to all positions,
to all positions,
to all feelings,
to all feelings,
to all breath,
to all breath,
and to all circulating
and to all circulating
and stagnant energies,
and stagnant energies,
to all hearts,
to all hearts,
to all love,
to all love,
to all sadness,
to all sadness,
to all humanity,
to all humanity,
and to all races,
and to all races,
in all kingdoms,
in all kingdoms,
and to all kingdoms,
and to all kingdoms,
forevermore,
forevermore.
and so it is,
And so it is,
forevermore,
forevermore,
on all timelines,
on all timelines,
on all planets,
on all planets,
on all moons,
on all moons,
in all solar systems,
in all solar systems,
in all galaxies,
in all galaxies,
in all universes,
in all universes,
connected by and through
connected by and through
all wormholes, into all dimensions,
into all dimensions,
realms,
realms,
and levels within all of God's creation,
within all of God's creations,
within all of mankind's creation,
within all of mankind's creations,
within all of the collective will's creation,
within all of the collective will's creations,
within all of the collective mind's creation,
within all of the collective mind's creations,
and within all of the co-created creation
and within all of the co-created creations
between mankind,
the collective will,
the collective mind,
the collective mind,
and God, forevermore.
forevermore.
And so it is,
And so it is,
forevermore.
forevermore.
Amen.
Amen.
And thanks be to God.
And thanks be to God.
And all the archangels.
And all the archangels.
And all the forces of light.
And all the forces of light.
From the realms of light.
From the realms of light.
That are helping myself.
That are helping myself.
And all of humanity.
And all of humanity.
And all others.
And all others.
Transition out of.
Transition out of.
Low vibrational.
Low vibrational.
Fear-based.
Fear-based.
Conditional.
Conditional. States.
Of love and separation consciousness.
Of love and separation consciousness.
Back into. High vibrational. Love-based states.
Love-based states.
Of oneness consciousness.
Of oneness consciousness.
For the benefit of myself.
For the benefit of myself.
All humanity.
All humanity.
And all others.
And all others.
Across all planes of existence.
Across all planes of existence.
And in all of God's creation.
And in all of God's creations.
Forevermore.
Forevermore.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Forevermore.
Forevermore.
Amen.
Amen.
And so now we're going to take 90 seconds to sit in silence as this energy starts to move through and transition and unravel and unwind out of our nervous system. Okay, very beautiful. So what we're going to do now, as a collective, is I want you to sink down into your body, your brain, and your nervous system. And for yourself, I want you to see what you notice is different. And then once you have that recognition, you're going to send out a level of thanks and gratitude and appreciation to Spirit to have the opportunity to move through this plane without having to interact on a consistent basis with low vibrational, conditional, fear-based states of separation consciousness. Because appreciation and gratitude is the attitude that always allows us to attract more positive energy. So what you might experience or observe over the next week or so, or today, or tonight, is what I would refer to as a more gentle state of love, being more gentle with ourselves, being more gentle with others, creating more spaciousness for them to have their own experience. And you might notice that you're going to have a lot less self-judgment, self-criticism, self-disapproval, and you're going to be less willing to put yourself in an overly moralizing position over yourself. And that is going to create a lot of space and freedom, not only for you, but for all those who are in your sphere of influence. And we can start to shift out of what I would call earthly love, conditional love, into more heavenly love, divine love, which is unconditional in its deliverance and its acceptance. And so over this week, as you're paying attention, every time that you may catch yourself as if energy is unraveling out of you in a conditional, fear-based, low vibrational expression of love, that you make a gentle refrain. You simply catch yourself, you stop for a moment, you ask yourself, is that true? Am I a complete pain in the ass, or am I a loser, or am I stupid, or am I unworthy? You ask yourself that simple question. And then if you ask your body, which is always designed to tell you the truth, will give you a very interesting response. And your response will be relative to you and unique to you. And that'll help you to really course correct. So with that, I hope you have an amazing week and month. And I want to say thank you for taking the time out today to do something for yourself that betters you as an individual and your children and your children's children, and also your family, your lineage, your tribe, your soul, and your soul's family. And so the type of work we do with the Body of Light meditation is we focus that healing for everyone on our planet, on all moons, on all timelines, in all realms,